As you're hopping on here, I hope that you are having a good day wherever you are in the world, wherever you're watching from. I wish that you're settled in peace and you're feeling grounded, loved, appreciated, and supported with your community, your tribe, and yeah, this is my biggest wish for you. But today I want to talk about groundedness. A dear sister and client of mine recently said to me, Nicole, what the fuck does it even mean to be grounded? Like, what does it even mean anymore? Because everybody's talking about this being grounded and being settled and being earthed and being embodied. And then there's all these embodiment practices and all these things you can do to be more embodied. And what does it even all mean? So I want to shed a little bit of light. And when you're hopping on here, say hello, let me know where you are watching from, and please interact, ask questions. I'm here. You know, there might be a screen between us, but I'm here, happy to connect. So what the hell does it even mean to be grounded? So in my humble opinion, I think I spent the majority of my life ungrounded, not in my body. So what did that look like? It looked like that I had a hard time getting myself together, getting my shit together, actually living the things that I was here to live, my purpose, my passion, my job, my responsibility here on earth, however you want to see it, or yeah, dial in with it. So to be grounded, most and foremost, is in my humble opinion, to be here, to be in your body, to actually walk on the earth and being deeply connected to the roots, and to being deeply connected to your own body and being, however that looks like for you, to be non-apologetic about who you really are, and to be fully here. So if we're scared, like in my case, I didn't really want to be here. This earth didn't feel safe. It didn't feel very conducive to who I was and what I was feeling. I was ultra sensitive my whole life since I was really, really little. I felt everything and everybody's energy. So for me, that was very, very overwhelming my entire life. In school, my teachers, my family, everything felt like wow coming at me. So I wanted to leave my body more often than not. And I did. I was completely disembodied. I had accidents, I had things happen. I was clumsy, as you would say, clumsy, right? And a lot of things happening to me, but most of all, I just couldn't get it together. Like I couldn't fully ground in that ability to do what I really wanted to do. Why? Because my body was not embodied. There was nobody really in here, or only partially. So why do we not do that? It's because we don't feel safe. It's because we don't have the tools and the skill set to fully be here without feeling threatened or overwhelmed or distracted about what's going on in the world. So right now I'm seeing more clients disembodied than ever before, really not being here and really trying to numb out and distract and doing all the things that are actually even less conducive to everything. And so a bigger theme around being embodied is walking your talk, actualizing what you are actually here to do. So the big spiritual scene, and especially the new age scene, is all about love and light. And we talk about this in circles and in groups and in workshops and in retreats and in books and in all these things all day long. But how do we actually translate it into action? And how do we actualize it? How do we live that truth? By walking the talk. So if we're out of a circle and we see a sister on the street, we are giving her the same amount of love and appreciation that we did in the circle. The amount of presence and the amount of listening, something that doesn't happen too often. Let me tell you, I'm going to share something very private with you here. So about a year ago, I was invited to a circle by a very well-known facilitator, a woman. And she teaches all about everything priestess. So I was there, and about the end of our circle, we were disrobing from the top down, and we were giving this was only sisters in a circle, giving each other breast massages, okay? So to feel nurtured and nourished and to find more trust in our sister. So quite a vulnerable and surrendering peace, especially for somebody like me. My boobs are tiny. I lost my boobs due to getting my implants out, so I'm kind of vulnerable there. Anyway, whole thing great. Felt beautiful to be able to let go and trust like that. What happened the next day is still boggles my mind, to be really honest. So here we go. Next day, I walk into a restaurant in Ubud, Bali, and I see not only the facilitator, but also my naked massage partner, girl. Very next morning, okay? We're talking from one night, 9 p.m., to next morning, 10 a.m. So what happened is I went straight to them and said, hey, guys, how are you? Oh, do we know you? So I'm really sorry, but this is actually the epitome of the disembodiment of the embodiment I'm talking about. How can we not actualize what we are sitting in circle with each other, where we are being vulnerable and soft and open and honest, and we share our biggest truth? This is what I mean. Being grounded in the body has so much to do with walking your talk. If we are talking about the love and light that we want to see in our planet, we need to contribute and actualize that within our own selves and this bodily vessel, this beautiful temple that has been given to us, so we can go out there and do these things. We can go out there and spread the truth and the light and the kindness and the compassion. We can stand up for our truth. So this is the biggest part. And as you can see, I'm super passionate about this. So the embodiment is huge. Truly embodying, actualizing what we are talking about every day in our communities, in our tribe, in our sisterhood, with our friends, with our families. This is where we can really say talk is cheap. If you're just talking about the things, I see this in spiritual communities so much, that we talk about all this goddess and priestess and Magdalene, which I mean, look, she's right behind me. Absolutely, I talk about this, but unless I can translate this into my life as a mother, as a sister, as a friend, then no, I will not share this truth, and I will not sit in circles with women and men, and I will not run workshops and retreats if I cannot fully embody this and say, yes, this is my experience, I have lived this, and now I'm sharing it on with you because it's really something that is close to my heart and it matters. I have sat with so many facilitators and retreat leaders where it is such a big thing, where everybody talks about these things, and then when it comes to life, everyday life, where we meet each other outside of circles or retreats, where it is about integrity or loyalty, where it comes to having somebody's back, poof, it's just gone. It just disappears. How is that even possible? It boggles my mind. To me, this is not even logical. So please, if you're on here watching, hello everybody, share your experience with me. Let me know if you know what I mean. Because for me, this is such a big deal right now. And to be honest, I don't blame a lot who are going through this and feeling disembodied, because these times are massive and it takes true strength and courage to walk through this life fully grounded in our vessel without being scared, but being a roaring lioness and really showing up in vulnerability and being that lightning strike and that lighthouse where anybody else that feels lost and confused can lean into and go, you know what? Thank you for being 2 steps ahead of me. Thank you for holding up that flashlight so I feel I'm not alone here. So I can feel that, whoa, there's somebody else here on this path with me. So groundedness, it's all about that embodiment of your truth and actualizing it. Using your body, your senses, your actions, so that others can benefit from this as well. Again, I'll say it again, talk is cheap. If we want to change the world, we need to embody this truth and this light that we see. We cannot just sit in circles and hold the light and make pretty flower mandalas and light candles and incense and sage everybody. Feel like we've done the part. No. It is all about walking the talk now. And with that, we can open up, we can share, and we can ignite each other's light in that embodiment, in that groundedness. Because to be honest, a lot of the information that's out there about being grounded, about being earthed, about being embodied, is not even embodied. It's talk once again. So if you can relate to this, drop me a line. Let me know where you're watching from. I'm really curious because this is a subject I'm so curious about. Pretty much every circle I hold, I bring this up. And I remind my sisters that please, whatever magic is created in a circle, pay it forward, take it outside, take it into real life, take it to the lady at the cash in the supermarket, take it to the librarian, take it to your doctor, your husband, your friend, your sister, your brother. Take it out there, make it real, actualize, not just in a ritual or in a ceremonial way, but actually translate it. I had a spiritual teacher who was amazing at this, at holding the circle, and it was powerful and magical and deep. And the moment we stepped outside, she started talking about other sisters behind their backs and actually being extremely mean and narcissistic. And I was shocked. And I thought, wow, how is that possible? How is she such a bright light in a circle? But when it comes to real life, she's not doing the same thing. So this is what I'm talking about. I just want to read what you wrote here, Cindy. Pretty mandalas and spiritual talk, shite, if you're not being of society and practicing the simplest act of being kind. Yes. Yeah. I hear you, sister. Thanks for dialing in. I so appreciate you. So yeah, this is it. I mean, this is when we actually go out there. And the power of kindness and compassion is very, very infectious. And I think if we can spread anything around this time, it has everything to do with that, to bring that grounded light that we really are, that we are as in our birthright, that pure love, into action and bring it out into the world and make it known and make it seen and make it visible and actually talk about it and make it real. You know, for me, this is really, really important. So wherever you're watching from, my loves, I send you all my love. And I have a beautiful workshop coming up on December 11th, which is Shamanika Council of 7, reconnecting you to the 7 inner wisdom keepers of you. And the link is, just scroll up in this group and you will see it. So much love.